Hi class, this is course 2, lesson 55. Today we'll talk about average and rate problems with multiple steps. We're going to focus on the average problems. The rate problems, you're going to find a unit rate and then compare, or find a unit rate and then do something with that. And I believe that you can work through those on your own. It's the average problems that are going to create some concerns for us. So we're going to start by finding the average. Okay, and you know that to find the average, I need to get a sum of the numbers. So I need to get a sum, 7, 8, 9, 18, 1, 2, 3, 4, 48. So I take the sum and then divide that by the number of numbers. Is going to equal 12. That equals our average. Okay, so we add up all the numbers, we divide by the number of numbers, and we get our average. Okay, so it's good to remember this process because we're going to work it backwards. Okay, so here's the situation we're going to be dealing with. If you know some of the values and the average, we're going to work the average process backwards. So remember back here, we found the total of the numbers, and then we divided by the number of numbers to get the average. So we're going to go backwards. So instead of dividing, we're going to go this way. So here's the scenario. The average of 4 numbers is 25. If 3 of the numbers are 16, 26, and 30, what is the 4th number? So first we need to find that total by multiplying the average and the number of numbers. So the average was 25 and I had 4 numbers. So I'm going to take 25 times 4 and I'm going to get 100. So that's the sum of 4 numbers. Okay, but I only know 3 of them. So I'm going to subtract the 3 that I know from the 100. So let's add these up first. 16, 26, 42 plus that 30 is 72. So take the 100 that I know I need and subtract 72, and I get 28. And that difference is the unknown value. Okay, so we worked backwards. We didn't add them all up and then divide by 4. We have to start by taking the average, multiply it times the number of numbers, and then subtract what we know, and then the difference is what we need. Okay, so if you want to know the next score or the next value that will increase or decrease an average, here's a scenario. After 4 years, the average number of students in band was 89. How many students must participate in the 5th year to increase the average to 90? Okay, so we have an average. We want to know how many need to be in that next year. So what's the next score, the next value to increase the average to 90? So we need to multiply the desired average by the number of total values. So I know that in the 5th year I want my average to be 90. So it needs to be 90 after 5 years, which is 450. That's the total that I need. Okay, now I need to subtract what I already know. What do I know? Did I get a list of numbers? No. But what I got was, after 4 years, my average was 89. So can I get a total? Yeah, I can. I just need to take 89 times 4. And that's going to be 36, 32, 356. Okay, that's a total. That's what I know I have. So I want 450, I have 356, so if I subtract them, that will give me the amount of that next year, how many students must participate to increase that average. So my total is 94 students that must be in band in year 5 in order for my average to increase. Okay, these problems are tricky, but if you follow the process, we're working backwards. We have to get that sum. We have to know the total out of our, for given an average. What is the total that we would divide by that number of numbers to get the average? We have to multiply to get that total so we can subtract what we know. Okay, we'll do a lot of problems with these concepts in class, so be sure to ask plenty of questions.